Pero.
Yeah, it's crazy that the community hasn't been able to understand why Sukuna hasn't blessed us with his fire arrow in these fights we've seen in Shinjuku. The JJK community is so confused when it comes to understanding Sukuna's actions and why he always seems to have an asshole in the story. So I made this in response to some great videos I've seen from Yadogami chats and plays, and from getting a better understanding of Sukuna from other content creators such as Radman from Detective Critics. I started to get a better understanding of Sukuna, and I'm going to tell you why Sukuna is so misunderstood and why the fire arrow not being used is not a mystery. In Yadogami's video, he helped me remember that in the beginning of the story, we learned that all sorcerers are conmen. Well, it was also re-emphasized by Reggie Star when battling Megami that sorcerers are just conmen, and that's why we also get the power-up from revealing one's hand, because it's not just a good way for anime characters to yell out their powers, but it's also a great way of concealing one's true intentions in a fight. In a fight, we have to remember a fight is a battle, and a battle is more than just a battle of just strength against strength. A battle is really information, knowledge, ideals, everything coming together into one moment, and if you can hide your true purpose, sometimes you can come out the victor in a fight. And Sukuna is the king of fights in JJK, because the king of curses is more than human. I'm going to explain why he's the king by first having to explain why Yuta and Rika are the queen. Yuta's symbolism as the queen is connected to a queen on the chessboard. We all have questions about why Yuta's ability is to copy all curse techniques, while a queen on a chessboard copies all the pieces' movements. That is just curse techniques. Curse techniques, fighting, are really movements. That's why in the UFC, a fight is determined by centimeters and inches. Going back, Yuta utilizes others' curse techniques because he has the Queen of Curses. Similarly, Sukuna takes some similarities from a king on the chessboard. A king is really only used defensively. I'll first preface this chess talk by saying I do not play chess and I have a very basic grasp of the game. So if you come to me with advanced tactics and all that, then hey, that's not for me. But I can tell you, I do know in basic chess, a king is more going to be used defensively, because if you use a king poorly, you can lead to checkmate. So Sukuna in the series has only been used defensively. Kenjaku rather not have used Sukuna to outright complete his plan, because if you use Sukuna wrong, he's going to checkmate you. We even see in the first JJK 0, Geto said that he would have a 99% chance of completing his plan once he captured the queen. However, it's not 100 because he hasn't checkmated the king. At that time, GOJO was the king. Rika may have helped him with his plan, but he never would have been able to checkmate the king. Now, the king is Sukuna, and the Jujutsu Tech students right now are all trying to checkmate the king. Now, if we keep the chess analogy going, I believe Sukuna uses his slashes only defensively. If you watch Sukuna only fights in the series defensively. Against Jogo, he asks Jogo to hit him. Now, while you're trying to hit him, he's not going to make it easy. He's going to slash up your hands. He's going to do what he has to do. It might feel like he's playing with you, toying with you even. Against Mahoraga, even when he arrives on the scene, he doesn't instantly outright kill Mahoraga. If he was just someone of pure aggression that would just kill offensively, he would just go straight into his domain expansion. Even against one of the first finger bearers, he doesn't outright kill the finger bearer until the finger bearer attacks him. And then, he goes all in. Against GOJO, Sukuna uses domain expansion to take away GOJOs. He used Mahoraga to help him adapt to infinity. And once he finally adapted, he finally finished GOJO. He was fighting defensively the whole time. This is why it seems like Sukuna is giving you a chance. Sukuna almost is giving you a chance. But to us humans, it feels like a chance when realistically, it's because Sukuna looks down at us as more of a divine being. That is why he's evolved. He is a divine being. He is not human anymore. He doesn't play with his food or toy with us. He's just being a being we cannot understand. Even the JJK students don't understand. That's why it also feels like he ass pulls sometimes, because we, even as readers, have a human understanding of what a person like Sukuna, quote unquote person, should be doing. When Sukuna fights, he also looks down on us as a divine being because he's not trying to just defeat you with all of his power. He always uses just enough to defeat you. We also see this in a similar character from a series Gege loves in Bleach with Kenpachi. Kenpachi locked away a lot of his powers, almost in a binding vow like Sukuna, to help him enjoy fights. Sukuna, as a being, enjoys fights and battles. To others, fights and battles is a way to measure their strength. To others, it's a clash of ideals. And even Sukuna never understood this because battle to him was just like, it's just like breathing. So when he's fighting, he's not fighting to show his dominance. He's just fighting. And he only uses what he has to. And now that we're at the point where Sukuna wants to destroy our ideals in Yuji, we're going to see him use all of his resources to actually attack offensively. If we look back to the times that he used the fire arrow in the series, it was also used as okay, this is now I have to use this resource. Except against Jogo. When he goes against Jogo, we are missing the symbolism. Jogo is a fire character who is trying to invoke his will onto the world and the system. And he wants Sukuna to join his ideals. So Sukuna battles Jogo fire to fire. Fire in a series is usually shown as somebody's will, their convictions. So when Sukuna hits Jogo with a fire arrow, it's because Sukuna is battling will for will. You even get Jogo understanding that in the end when he gets the vision of Sukuna. The vision of Sukuna isn't a fake memory or all this stuff that we just keep adding to the series. We have to remember one of our basic battle principles is that when you fight somebody in a battle, if they're strong fighters, you can learn their emotion. So in the fight, Jogo gets that vision because he fought Sukuna. He learned, he got a piece of Sukuna. Just like all the others who have fought him, they learn because they've battled against him. Now that we are at ideal for ideal, Sukuna with Yuji, he is going to use the fire arrow. The fire arrow is going to be used will for real. Now, I will say, in Yatogami's video, when he said that maybe it's a binding vow that only uses it against cursed spirits, I actually like that, and it's a lot simpler than what I'm saying. What I'm saying could honestly be just my opinion because of all the assholes I see Sukuna doing. It's like, oh, he's a divine being, I'm not, but not him simply binding that away to only use it against cursed spirits, and now that the queen is here, he's going to use it against the Queen of Spirits. That's also smart. But it also made me think about what you were wishing with the breaking of the vow, where Sukuna may break a vow to use it against Yuji, and then we see the results of that. The reason I don't think Megami is going to be able to tell us about the fire arrow is because Yuji has been entwined with Sukuna just as long as Megami. Maybe he didn't have the bath where he was draped in evil to like feel that, but he's been with Sukuna. And also, I do think Maki is one of the linchpins, and why we haven't seen her is because I think she is going to be used for a domain battle, but she can't be used in an open domain battle, at least against Malevolent Shrine, because Dismantle targets non-curse energy objects in its domain's range. So Sukuna has found a way around not being able to hit something with curse energy. So Maki would still get hurt if he can use Malevolent Shrine. But if he can't use Malevolent Shrine, maybe he tries to clash with Yuta's domain using Megami's domain. We might see Maki take a step into those barrier domains to take advantage of her power to get to Sukuna at that moment. Once again, if Yatogami, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm not good at reading, but but if you see this video and you like what I put out, maybe you have something you thought of during this video, or if anyone else who does see this video, any of his fans, Radman's fans, detectives, these are all great content creators. I aspire to even reach a level of consistency, but if any of you guys have any objections or anything that you think I've missed in this video, let me know. Don't forget, this is a Peak of Fiction where we're trying to discuss all fiction, and any videos or any series that you guys want to talk about, this is that space, man. We're trying to make that atmosphere where we can talk about wherever we want and geek out, because I read, watch, and take in any fiction and anything that I can. So this is your space to do that and talk about it. So let me know in the comments, make a video, just hit me up, because we at the peak, baby. Peak forever.
Yeah. Young nigga rich